So we're here today talking about women and girls football here at Mates United Football Club. And Oliver, if I could start with you, some exciting plans in the offing for next season.
Yes, there are indeed. We put out a statement a few weeks ago saying that we wanted to kick-start the women's section at the club, which is thriving already, but given the dynamic movements in the women's game, we wanted to do something a little bit more and change the dynamic. So what we decided to do is to separate the first team from the community teams, which will continue to be run with a similar structure, but focusing more on elite football. So it's quality as well as quantity. We want to get as many girls playing as possible, but also the best girls in the area playing in our teams. Then at first team level, we are at the moment in the 7th tier of the game, and we believe that the women's section should be playing in the 4th or 5th tier, which is similar to where the men are. That would be appropriate for the club. So we've given ourselves an ambition of trying to rise 2 or 3 divisions in 3 or 4 seasons. And in order to do that, we've reinforced our structure and we're going to put more resource into the club.
And how will that bear out? How will people, what differences do you think people will see on the ground from September onwards?
Well, from September onwards, they'll see that we've recruited a new management team for the first team. They'll see a new team with higher quality. Still some of the good players that we've got, some of the young players with potential, but with the ambition to rise and to play at a much higher level, we will be looking to recruit local players with real talent to try and help us push.
As part of that, you brought Zach Foster-Crouch in. Zach, will be familiar to a lot of people involved with the first team, obviously as a head of recruitment, the goalkeeping coach side of it, but community football coordinator, you've taken on that role as well. How have these first few weeks been on that?
I think it's been really busy. I think for me, I've been incredibly passionate about development, putting structures in place which align with where I think the club should be. So actually the idea of taking on a project which aligns the men's and women's first team at the same tiers is really exciting. There's some really good things that the club already have in place, but for me it's about sort of freshening up with some new ideas and just giving the women and girls section more support, especially at the top of the tree with the senior team.
Again, it's we've seen the prominence of women's football really rise, haven't we, in recent years? So it's an exciting time to be part of that change here.
I think it's a really good time, and actually I think the stars align with this. That we decided, myself, Oliver, that this is the right time to do it. Like I said, we have a thriving girls section already at the club, and actually we still have really good plans for them because we have a young first team squad at the minute. So just want to carry on with some further support, and hopefully we can get success on the pitch, but building a structure which can carry through the divisions.
It's an exciting thing as well with the established fan base there is here at Mates United. These matches are played at the Gallagher, home matches in the league on a Sunday afternoon. So there's a good opportunity there to, especially if the matches are lined Saturday and Sunday, to try and encourage that crowd that are here so regularly on a Saturday to come down and have a look at what's being planned for the coming season.
Yeah, obviously I witnessed the first team support hand on hand, and it is incredible week in, week out. And I think for us it's about appealing to potentially, as well as the supporters we have at the moment, a completely new market of supporters, which is include we want to see as many families down here on a Sunday, and actually we want to help build the profile not only for women and girls football here at the club, but also around the county as well. And that's a really good opportunity now for us to do that.
That's probably as good a time as any to introduce the lady in the middle. That's Tori Campbell, who's joined us as the new women's first team manager. What an opportunity this is. How much are you looking forward to taking it on?
Oh, I'm so excited to get started. I've always been very passionate about women's football, and I've always been on the playing side of that. So now to be able to come in as the managerial role as well, I'm just buzzing to get started, really. Yeah.
So in terms of your own journey, was football always your thing from an early age? What age did you start in football?
I first started in a team where I was about 9 years old, and that was called Colchester Town. absolutely loved it there. I think that really drove the passion behind me wanting to go as high as I can and play for as long as I can. And I was there for a good few years, and I was very then fortunate enough to be able to go and sign for Charlton Athletic. I had a good run at Charlton, but unfortunately due to an injury I'd stepped away from that league, because the standard in that level is just, it's hard work. So then coming back off an injury, I went and signed for Ipswich Town ladies, and again, due to being out injured for so long and then having to try and get myself back into that standard, my body just struggled. So I then decided to take a step down to Tier 5 and play for Haringey Borough.
When you started out as a 9-year-old, could you ever imagine that there would be England European champions, playing in front of full house at Wembley Stadium? I mean, you've literally, your football career has taken you through such a rise in the profile of the game.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like when I came into the game, I was very much, the women's game wasn't as popular as what it is now. It was sort of up and coming, but again, it just wasn't where it is now. And I think over time, as I've got older, the game's progressed. So now where I am, and obviously the football being as high, the women's team being as high as what it is, I think it's amazing. So I've really been able to grow with the progression of the women's game. So
obviously you live in Maidstone as well, so a great opportunity to make your mark in a place that you currently call home.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, excited. I'm excited to get going and really help push this women's team to get them where they should be. And
again, that starts with the coaching staff, with the players that you've currently got in, and looking what else you need for the coming season.
Definitely. Following on from what Zach said, you know, there's amazing talent around the county, and hopefully with the push that we can give this Maidstone team, we'll start being able to pull players in who are really going to help and support to get this girls' teams where they should be.
Tori, a very warm welcome to you. Oliver, Zach, thanks for your time as well, and here's looking forward to the 24-25 season.
Thank you very much.
Thanks very much.